Today marks the beginning of week 31 of the Health Happenings journey. I cannot believe time has gone by so much since we've started this journey. I'm out here at the Wainfleet recreational faculty where I spent a couple times this past week. So I came back here to do this video, and I can't believe the weather's changing, falls upon us. And I'm out here because shortly gonna have a game at tennis. But this past week, what has happened in this past week? This past week has been an interesting one because I've got a trip coming up where I'm going with my brother and two of his friends, my friends, his friends, our friends, out to Alberta. So I started preparing myself, knowing I'm gonna be away, out of my routine. I'm gonna be faced with some foods, maybe some drinks, maybe less opportunity for exercises. So this past week, I wanted to crank up the exercises in preparation for this trip coming up where we're going to Alberta for a week. Really looking forward to it. Gonna have some good times out there, celebrate my brother's birthday, get away a little bit, get to see some friends out west that I haven't seen before. One person that I haven't met before, a fellow realtor that I talked to out there, and some friends I haven't seen in a while. So this past week went on a bunch of runs. I think this week I went on 4, for sure 3 5K runs, at least 4 runs, because went on for the first time in a long time a 10K run. Woo! 10K run. Where did I go? Just out in Wainfleet, favorite place in the entire world. Went out, started right outside our house, Memmy and Deeks. Jogged north from there, up Deeks Road to Lambert Road, hung a right at the train tracks. Took that all the way down to Phillips, hung a left, crossed over the train tracks, hung a left on River Road, ran along the river all the way down. That was a long stretch, all the way down to Hewitt, hung a left over the tracks again, a left back on Lambert, a right on Deeks, and then we're back at Memmy Port. That's a 10K jog. That's a country block. That's what we like to call a country block. And that run, it was nice and cool that day. It was actually nice. I wasn't sure how it was going to go running 10K, and I actually want to try to incorporate those more often. So we got some exercises. On that day, I actually did not go for a walk. And that day, actually, in preparation for the week, we actually had a weekend where I had many foods. All right, Robyn had been wanting to have some pizza, so we went out to the lock and we got a couple pizzas, and I gorged. It's been so long. Learned my lesson. We ordered 2 pizzas between us, 4 different kinds. 1 Roman pizza, half cheese and pep sauce, half hot peppers, mushrooms, and then we got a half Hawaiian and half jalapeno barbecue steak pizza. Learn my lesson. Next time we go, we're gonna split 1 pizza. Because all right, Robyn, she was the one with the craving, but I ended up eating most of the pizza. Then after that, what happened? We seen that Oddbird had some foods on their menu that caught the attention of myself, all right, Robyn, my brother. So a bunch of us went out for dinner to Oddbird because we wanted to try. They had a pasta puttanesca, which was delicious, different than what we're used to with the pasta puttanesca. It was good. It was good. And it was good, but it was much different than what I'm used to with pasta puttanesca because it wasn't a red sauce. I'm used to pasta puttanesca with the red sauce. It was it was good. What I liked even more than the pasta puttanesca was when we had a peach, and I forget the cheese, heirloom cheese app. As all right, Robyn and myself, we split the peach and the pasta puttanesca, and then other people ordered all kinds of stuff. There was octopus, and there was chicken liver pate, and a couple, I don't even remember. And we tried a little bit of all those things. And what was crazy was while we were waiting to get into Oddbird, it was an hour wait, so we went to Oddbar and we were starving, so we had some chicken wings and pizza there while waiting. So on this day we had 2 dinners, and then after that they wanted to go out for a drink, and we ended up having a dessert What did we even have there? We had some matzo sticks, and we ended up having some churros, some great churros at this new restaurant in Niagara Falls. Tons of foods. What's this all mean? Went on all these runs, but one weekend of bad foods, we're hovering. We jumped on the scale today, and we're rookie 180 flat on. Something I don't want to get into the 180s. Last week we were 178.6, up 1.4 pounds, but I'm not going to kick myself over this. We've lost now just over 70 pounds since starting the Health Happenings journey. So I'm not going to kick myself when I'm floating around this weight where I want to lose a few pounds, but a couple mistakes and we're up, down a little bit. I want to keep it under 180. Also ate a lot of good foods this week. Breakfast, had overnight oats with blueberries and pumpkin seeds a couple times. Made some meals at home. One night made chicken on the barbecue, boneless chicken breasts with tons of zucchinis on the barbecue because we got those coming out of our yin yang. And one night made this really nice, like a 30-minute chili, I call it. Had all these veggies from the garden and the vegetable delivery, my mom's garden. Made this quick chili on the stove. Took literally about 30 minutes. Just chopped stuff up, threw in a can of beans, and it was delicious. So a mix of good foods, bad foods. We're up a pound, 1.4. What are you gonna do? This is part of the journey. This is the part that I've the part that I've been even most focused on, was not the hardcore day in, day out grinding, making sure everything was almost perfect with the diet and exercise. It's when getting to a good weight, about maintaining it. And I'm gonna try, and it's gonna happen where not to go out for eating out 2 days in a row. And definitely gonna try to avoid gorging so much. That when we went out for 3 dinners that day, that was just crazy. Gonna avoid situations like that. But what I'm most happy about in this past week was that 10K jog. Was able to do that. I'm gonna hopefully be able to get some more of those before the weather completely changes here. It was nice. I felt great even after the jog. The day after, went and played tennis with Robyn right here. We were here. The day before that, played tennis with Kev here. The other day, went and had a tennis lesson from Sue Dembeston. Thank you, Sue, teaching me tennis, how to actually hit the ball properly. So I was happy being able to do 10K and not feeling like I was gonna die that day or the day after. So I'm hoping I can continue working on that. And then once this weather changes, we'll see how I'm able to keep the cardios going once it's too cold out. But what I'm gonna be interested to see is next week's Health Happenings update myself, to see how I handle going out to Alberta and how I'm gonna handle all of those challenges, because during the Health Happenings journey, life continues. These things are still happening. Life is still going on. These things are gonna come up, and I'm gonna do my best and see how this goes. And again, I've been hearing from people sharing with me their experiences with their Health Happenings journey. I've been hearing from some people from a good distance away and how they're watching and how they have their Health Happenings journey going on. They're enjoying these, helping keep them in check, and I really appreciate hearing from you. I love knowing that this is helping, because when I watch other people posting their successes, it's helping inspire me too. Health Happenings journey continues.